All of our players come by coaches' recommendations, and the criteria that the coaches recommend them are: 1, being a good athlete, and 2, being a great kid, with an emphasis on the great kid part. Because, another way I've found to describe it is I'll ask a coach, okay coach, if you were going to travel overseas, who would you want to bring with you? Because that's the kind of kids we want. Class kids that are going to represent not only their community and their high school well, but our program well the same. We keep our teams, fairly small because nobody goes overseas to watch. They want to go over there and play. So for that reason, we don't carry that many kids on the team. Keep our numbers small. Since I've been doing this, I've taken over 80 teams overseas, and we do a very careful job of matching up the quality of our opponents overseas to the talent level of our kids here. Because the last thing we want to do is, 1, we don't want to go over there and get embarrassed ourselves, and vice versa, we don't want to go over and embarrass our hosts either. So again, we do a great job of matching up the competition to our talent level to have the most competitive games that we can. I have a network of coaches that have been traveling with me, but in order to coach a team, what you have to do is, it's like a job application. They submit their resume with references, and I contact all the references. And the only question that I ever ask, because it sums up everything I need to know, is simply, Mr. or Mrs. Reference, Coach Smith is wanting to take a team to Germany. If you had a 16 or 17-year-old son or daughter, would you have any reservation with Coach Smith leading this group? And their answer tells me everything I need to know, because what I'm interested in with Coach Smith is, he's obviously a good coach. He's in there, with his high school for a reason. I'm not concerned about that. I want to know how Coach Smith is the leader, the mentor, and somebody that's going to help look after the kids while we're overseas. So by asking that question, that lets me know the kind of person that he is, and that's the kind of coaches that we want and we attract. We run our tours at a lightning fast pace, and it comes from the philosophy of, you're only overseas for a short amount of time. We're going to show you as much of that country as possible while we're over there. Typical day is, we're up at 7 eating breakfast, then we're out the door probably at 8 o'clock, going to a museum, a cultural experience, going to learn something about the country. Grab lunch, then we're off to another tour, seeing something else in the city or countryside. Then we'll come back, get geared up for our ball game, head out, go compete, hopefully win. Then afterwards, we'll have that social and barbecue with the team that we just got done playing, like I spoke about earlier. And then afterwards, we'll go back to the hotel, either for, just to relax by the pool or hang out, talk about the day's activities, or we may have a night tour that we take as a group. And that's a typical day. In Italy, we take the kids to the Vatican, to the Colosseum, Sistine Chapel, the Trevi Fountain. We do a city tour of Florence and Milan. We go through the Tuscan hillside, the countryside there. In Germany, we take the kids to the Dachau concentration camp, Heidelberg Castle, the Mercedes-Benz showroom in Munich, where they had the 1972 Olympic Games. We toured that. The Anne Frank House in Amsterdam. Down in the Caribbean, we take the kids on snorkeling tours, island cultural activities, the Christopher Columbus monument and gravesite down in the Dominican Republic. So yeah, if you only get the sport out of this, then you missed it.